The Strange Aeons adventure path begins with your characters waking up in an asylum with no memory of how they arrived there or who they are. Your first glimpse of the asylum is like a snapshot of nightmarish chaos. Things are certainly not what they seem, and carnage fills the grim stone halls of the sanitarium. You must face the challenges of the asylum and your own foggy memories if you hope to survive. Strange Aeons embraces numerous themes of Lovecraftian horror to present an entire campaign that pits Golarian's latest batch of heroes against maddening menaces from beyond time and space. In this adventure path, you'll find encounters focusing on locales such as insane asylums, creepy old houses, musty libraries, forgotten desert cities, and far stranger locations. At the same time, Strange Aeons remains fundamentally a Pathfinder game. Your characters will continue to gain power as they rise in level, and the expectation is that they will survive and persevere against seemingly insurmountable horrors. There may be casualties along the way, but in the end, Strange Aeons is not meant to give a ruthless GM a blank check to kill off the party in every encounter. As with all adventure paths, the story presented in Strange Aeons unfolds best when there is a continuing thread of characters from start to end. They may emerge with scars, both mental and physical, when all is said and done, but overall, the encounters in this campaign aren't designed to be insurmountable. The adventure path opens with the player characters awakening in the basement of an asylum and witnessing a frightening and gruesome scene. Regaining their senses, the PCs feel as if they are emerging from a fog or a dream, but have trouble remembering who they are and how they got into their current situation. The only memories that remain are but vague hints and gut feelings, hardly clear recollections. A PC may recall only bits of an early childhood in a merchant family, while another might remember being born in Opara, but nothing else. It is up to you to determine how little or much you can recall. Feel free to begin the campaign as a complete blank slate. However, this campaign assumes that the player characters can't recall anything about the past few years. Over the course of the adventures, the characters begin to piece together what happened to them, and they regain their full memories midway through the adventure path. Upon waking, your character senses the presence of the other amnesiacs, each with the same lingering doubts, occupying the same cell. Your character feels a vague kinship to those people for unknown reasons. The first thing your character likely realizes is that they are all trapped together in a terrifying situation, and that those others might make the difference between escape and perishing in an asylum that has erupted into chaos. A lingering sense of servitude also nags at your character's memories upon waking. It's hazy, but some recollection tugs at the back of your character's mind of having been captured, along with a sense of dread that he or she had committed some dark deeds in the past, perhaps under duress. Your character might even consider this blank slate a blessing in disguise. Beginning a campaign on such unsteady footing requires groups to trust one another. The players need to give up some control over their character's past in order to let this story of uncertain dread play out during the course of this adventure path. Players in Strange Aeons should trust the GM and know that the latter has additional information about their character's past and future beyond what they may have envisioned. In the hands of a good GM, this slow reveal of characters' histories adds an exciting element to the campaign. But this kind of narrative device also has the potential to feel exclusionary or antagonistic. If at any point during this adventure path you feel like your character's agency has been taken away, talk with the GM and the group about ways that the story can be amended or changed to restore a comfortable level of personal control. Remember, uncertainty can be fun, and consensually surrendering some control is a crucial element of the horror genre. As the Strange Aeons adventure path is steeped in Lovecraftian themes, occult elements, and other worldly mysteries, it may seem like a good idea to make a character familiar with those forces. However, it might prove fun to play someone completely ignorant of the Elder mythos, instead of one steeped in the occult. It's up to you and your group to determine a preferred approach this adventure path, and there are few wrong ways to play through Strange Aeons. It's more important for players to be interested in cosmic horror or the Lovecraftian mythos than it is for their characters to be aware of the things both terrible and unknown. Furthermore, players don't need to be experts on Lovecraftian lore to find frightening enjoyment from this campaign. Fugue state. You don't know how this happened, who, or what did this to you, or why it occurred. This may distress some players, but rest assured that you will find the answers during the course of the adventure path. When the adventure path begins, you have no memory of who you are, but you have a vague recollection of your childhood and a hazy grasp on your early memories. What's most disconcerting is that the last few years of your life are beyond your ability to recall, as if they never happened. Over time, as you discover more clues, you learn more about yourself and those responsible for your condition, and eventually restore your locked away memories, along with any ugly revelations they may bring. Despite this condition, you are still capable of performing all tasks normally. You discover that you still know how to use your class abilities. Access to your skills and feats are not hindered in the slightest, and you can inexplicably recall trivial information about the world that you knew before this condition took hold of you. You might be initially inclined to forsake all other tasks in order to heal yourself of this state, but any attempts are in vain. Due to this unusual and powerful circumstances of your memory loss, nothing short of a wish or miracle can repair this damage, though your actions in future adventures may restore your fractured mind.